but we'll get through it.
Yeah, we'll get through it together.
Right.
Together. We'll all live on this planet. So yeah.
Yeah, we're excited that you're here. We're excited you made it.
Yeah. You got in here just in the nick of time. I'm sure that was stressful, but don't worry, we're in what we like to call pre-show mode.
Yeah.
You got in here just in the nick of time. I'm sure that was stressful, but don't worry, we're in what we like to call pre-show mode. You got in here just in the nick of time.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. No worries. I actually do a few of these. I have like 4 of these this week.
I think that. Are you hearing like my voice duplicated?
No.
Are you Detroit Love? Was that you on your end?
He's muted. I see mute on his icon.
Yeah, I'm not sure where it was coming from.
All right. Well, hang on. Let me flip to this. That way we make sure this is why we're in pre-show mode.
Professionals.
Yeah. Camera mic. Audio. Change to here. Okay. Yeah, guys in the chat, let us know if you're hearing any kind of echo, any duplication of audio. I think it's gone. Whatever happened is gone. I think we fixed it. All right.
Fatality.
Fatality.
Yeah, round 2, fight.
Yep. All right. So obviously, guys, this is for those who are joining early. Hope you guys stick around for the entire show. Master Pesina is here. We got a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about Mortal Kombat pretty much the entire episode. We're probably not going to do very much about the arcade news. We're going to give everyone a chance. If you want to talk to Master Pesina, have a question, or just say hello, we're going to share the link in the chat so you can join the show. We definitely want to make this as involved as possible. I'm sure a lot of his fans are out there, as well as we're doing a bunch of giveaways, guys. So you want to stick around so you don't miss the giveaways. I got a lot of stuff planned. This is going to be a great episode. I'm super, super excited. Oh, boy, look at this. We already got a super chat already from Zohar.
Yeah, actually, I get requested at every convention or event I attend to do the nut punch. So, and it all depends on what pants I'm wearing. So if the pant, usually in the summer, if I'm wearing shorts or kind of a more looser pant, I can do, they get their request fulfilled. So yes, I do. And it just all depends.
Thanks so much for that super chat, Zohar. Really glad you're here. If anyone was going to be on this episode at Master Pesina, I don't know if you know or not, but we have a very tight-knit arcade gaming community. Probably the same 10,000 guys who support companies such as Arcade 1UP, Act Games, Toy Shock, iArcade, all these companies. And it's probably the same 10,000 super fans on our Facebook fan pages. And Zohar probably is the biggest Mortal Kombat fan out of all 10,000 of us. I'm super excited he's here. And Zohar, you don't need to give us $100 in super chats like you do on other shows. I will make sure your comments are displayed. You don't have to spend your money, my friend.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
so
is Zohar from the States? Is he stateside or is he Europe, or where is he based out of?
Is he California? I think maybe California. Zohar, are you in California? He'll put it in the chat, but we got to get the show started proper. Detroit Love's got to do his famous intro. PDubs has got to roll the intro music. Everyone has joined the broadcast. We're ready. We're getting ready here. Let me just make sure I got my stuff set up. Okay, Carl, I'm ready for you.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy, Detroit Love, PDubs, and Master Pesina with a live video.
I'm Johnny Cage. No contest.
Good morning, everybody. Today is Sunday, May 3rd, 2020, and you are tuning into the Loft Report, your arcade and gaming podcast show. With me, as always, is my co-host, Detroit Love. What's up, Carl?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the show.
And man, have we got big time guest. I think the Loft Report just elevated itself a few levels today, folks. We have Master Pesina. Johnny Cage himself from Mortal Kombat is in the house. He's got the shades on. Super excited you're here, my friend. Welcome.
Get over here. How's it going?
Oh, it's fantastic. Really happy that you're here. This is episode 17. I usually come up with a really cool episode, like title to every episode. This episode, we're just calling it Daniel Pesina. There's no better title I've come up with for this particular episode. We're going to be talking about Mortal Kombat throughout the entire show, guys. Got some surprises for you. Got some clips. Got some history. It's going to be a fun broadcast. We got some giveaways. Oh man, it's going to be awesome. Now, however, before we dive into that, I got to give a shout out. I got to give a shout out to Braxton Bragg. I don't know if Braxton is watching the show or not. Daniel, you know who Braxton is, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell people how you know Braxton?
Actually, I attended an event in Kentucky. And so we were sitting kind of next to each other. His booth was next to my booth. And every time I would get asked to go do an interview, I would have him put on the shades and sit at my booth and pretend to sign autographs. So it became a running joke for that weekend to do that.
Well, he is a really cool guy. He messaged me, like, you and I have never spoken before up until a few days ago. And he messaged me and said, hey, I'm friends with Master Pesina. I would love to see him on your show. Can I get you in touch with him? Of course, PDubs said yes. And here you are, sir. So shout out for Braxton for making this happen. Excuse me, guys. I'm starting to get a cold. Now, one thing about Braxton, guys, if you don't know Braxton in our arcade gaming community, and this is my way of saying thanks to him, let me find it. Braxton, the reason Braxton and I know each other is Braxton was working on an Arcade 1-Up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles mod. He was modding his machine. And he sent me pictures of it, like on Facebook Messenger. He said, PDubs, love your show. Check out what I did, that kind of stuff. I told him, I said, the mod looks amazing. You need to put this on the Arcade 1-Up fan pages. The world needs to see it, right? Well, he put it on the pages, and sure enough, he had over 500 likes, over 150 comments. His mod is spectacular. So as a special thank you to Braxton Bragg, I'm going to roll just a quick 30-second clip, guys. There's not going to be any audio because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles theme music was playing in the background, and we don't want the video to get a copyright strike. So check out what he did. He took an Arcade 1-Up Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle machine, and he put a diorama on the lower level and a diorama on the top level, and it's amazing. Let's roll that clip. Everyone say thanks to Braxton and tell him how awesome this looks. I mean, take a look at that, guys. I mean, that is phenomenal. That is the bottom of his Arcade 1-Up cabinet. And take a look at that.
Yeah, that's nice.
Those are the dioramas on the top. Now, of course, he shot this with his cell phone, but super impressed. Absolutely amazing, in my opinion.
Yeah, that is phenomenal.
That's awesome.
Okay, let's see here.
That's really awesome.
Yeah, that's the game that you got started with, right, Daniel?
Yeah, actually, I just pulled out my crew jacket from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. I did stunt work on that movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how kind of everything got connected.
Yeah,
awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, Zohar, I told you not to do this. Don't be sending me your money, bro. I'm gonna put your comments up. You don't have to pay for them. I know how excited you are.
Also, I'm gonna send Zohar autograph poster through the show. So afterwards, I'll text you, and we'll hook up and get his info because he supports the show, supports us. I'm happy to send him a little something.
We appreciate it. Yeah. He's in California, so
yeah. We'll get it out to him.
Look at that. Last one. I'm just excited. Zohar, I know how much you love Mortal Kombat. You don't need to pay for your comments, my friend. I will get them on the screen. And yes, sir, you are getting a signed Daniel Pesina poster. And everyone else thinks you just made Zohar's life, and I agree, guys.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm happy to do it. I'm honored to do it.
Now, so let me get those comments off of there real quick, and I want to show you guys something. Now, before we dive into Mortal Kombat, and Daniel, you are one step ahead of me, my friend. Speaking of Ninja Turtles, you were in Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze. And can you kind of tell people where you were at in that movie, where they can find you? Were you just doing stunts? Were you actually on screen?
I actually did some acting for the movie. So naturally, it was like 27 years ago. So I will look much younger. And, so if you watch the movie, do fight scenes, I think one time during a show a couple of years ago, we watched the movie together and I pointed out what stunts I did during the movie. And then naturally acting, it looks like my face and different parts of the movie. But yeah, we went out to North Carolina for almost 4 months.
Wow.
For the shooting. And two, the stunt life was a little different then. Like you actually had to do martial arts. They hired martial art guys to do the stunts because otherwise people would get hurt.
Right.
You know, during a lot of times, like one time I got my teeth almost kicked out by Donatello because again, like if you're doing the stunts, I'm going to turn. So their eyes are this far away from their face.
Right.
They can only see what's directly in front of them. So if you ever watch these old movies, you'll see us like moving around like this because what happens is when they're going to throw a kick or a punch or a technique, we've got to recognize what they're doing and run in front of it and get hit.
Wow.
So again, it was a different life, but it was really, really fun.
Yeah. Now, were there ever any accidents, like people accidentally getting kicked in the face?
Yeah, but you know, you're a martial artist, and that's what we do.
You just
like I said, I got kicked one time. Instead of throwing a roundhouse kick, he threw a side kick, which in martial arts is a more deadlier kick than the roundhouse kick.
Right.
So, and it hit me in the teeth, and it loosened my 2 teeth. So I had to go to a dentist who gave me a special mouth guard. So I wore that. Like most of the time to keep my teeth from falling out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I mean, it was super exciting. And that was actually was that your first kind of like trip into the Hollywood stuntman kind of experience?
Yeah, actually kind of. Because when at a younger age, a group of friends used to get together. And one of those friends was John Tobias. So he one time asked us to he wanted to direct a martial arts short for his college class. So that's how this whole Mortal Kombat thing really started, is through a project like that, which never really happened, but it was kind of a long story. But yeah, he wanted to direct a martial art movie between myself, my brother, who was Raiden, and Kano, Rich DeVizio. So yeah, we jumped in his dad's car and we were heading out to the forest preserves to do a martial art movie. That's John Tobias, the creator of Mortal Kombat. It's so surreal.
Yeah, if you could see my arm right now, guys, I'm getting goosies. I don't know about you guys. I'm getting goosies because Master Pesina's here. Your brother did Raiden in the video game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, my brother.
Awesome.
Is Raiden.
I did not know that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really, really cool. Okay, guys, we got 2 more shout outs, and then we're really going to dive deep into Mortal Kombat with Daniel. We got to say happy birthday to Glenn Planamento, Glenn's retro show. And it's not really his 39th birthday, but I put that on there for him. I hope Glenn's watching. Happy 39th birthday, Glenn.
Glenn, hope you have a flawless birthday.
And I don't know if you guys know this or not, but today is also my birthday. PDubs' birthday. So Glenn and I share the same birthday. We're both Tauruses. You mess with the bull, you get the horns. That's why sometimes you have to put up with pissy PDubs and Negan, or what is it, Glenn Negan, when Glenn does Negan on his channel. So shout out to Glenn. Happy birthday, Glenn. And yeah, it's my birthday as well.
Happy birthday, PDubs. Happy birthday, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Happy birthday.
I appreciate
What a great birthday gift you got here in the Master.
This is the best gift. This is the best gift. Mad Dad's Gaming says happy birthday. Thanks so much. Make sure you guys subscribe to his channel on YouTube. And there's my boy, Disability Upgrades. All right, guys, I want to make sure you guys have time to call in and shout out and talk to Master Pesina. So let's fly through some stuff here. Let's talk about Mortal Kombat. So you did TMNT, and after TMNT, when did you get involved with the Mortal Kombat project? Can you kind of give us a little bit on that?
Yeah. After we were done doing stunts, back home, I got a call from John Tobias, and he asked me if I would help him pitch a fighting game idea he had to company work for Midway Games.
Mhm.
So basically, he arranged for us to come to his work, after hours, and we shot some. I choreographed a little bit of fighting, and we did some martial art moves for him. Videotaped it, and he was going to take that idea and put it together with some drawings he had for an idea for a fighting game, like a one-on-one fighting game.
Wow.
So in the end, that's how that ball started rolling.
Yeah. And that ball, guys, in 1992 turned into this. You guys remember that? You guys remember that commercial?
Mortal Monday.
Mortal Monday, man. Mortal Kombat. Iconic, truly iconic. And you're known as, obviously, you played Johnny Cage, but you also played several other characters in that video game they did motion capture for. Who are those characters, Master Pesina?
Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Reptile, Smoke, and Noob Saibot.
Yeah. Which one's your favorite? Say Johnny Cage.
Actually, Johnny Cage is my favorite because he's the father of like all Mortal Kombat characters. We spent the most time with him. He was the first one shot, and John and I kind of tried to make a general map of the game with that character. Mm-hmm. And then once we had, after about 5-6 days, we had an idea of how John had an idea of where he wanted to take this project to. And after that, we invited Ed to come in, Ed to take a look at what we were doing, so that way he could help figure out how to bring the moves and make them available for him to program. So after the initial setup, we all just started bringing together any ideas, because again, it was like we didn't really have like a shot sheet or really the characters weren't really developed, because it's a video game and we wanted to have some, but it's really, really limited. 2, the project was really small. They told me there were only going to be 200 arcade games. So it was never designed to go home. I mean, we never thought it would be a home game or anything like that.
Wow. And then it became a home game. And and man, what a home game it was. And look at, here we are, how many years later? 1992, 2020? That's 20 years later.
Yeah, we started filming in 91.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, the folks who also did motion capture for like Liu Kang and Sonya Blade, are you still friends with them to this day? Or
yeah. They, most of them were our friends before Mortal Kombat. Kung Lao originally was going to do the Lin Kuei character, one of the characters. Right. Yeah. And then Ho Sung was also in. He was actually Stunt Raphael in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2. Okay. So he was there, and Rich, naturally, Kano was also with me on the Turtles movie. So that basically, and then my brother, naturally. But those were basically the core group. And Liz, I knew from Health Club I worked at. So I picked, she looked really athletic, pretty athletic, and I was like, that's the type of character we need for this game.
Yeah, that was pretty revolutionary at the time. I mean, at the time, every cartoon, everything else was cartoons, right? All the other fighting games were cartoons.
Yeah, and actually, this is like a motion capture in this game is actually just videotape of us doing martial arts. Mm-hmm. So it's not really. Everyone thinks that like at that time we had the little balls that go on. That wasn't created then. There wasn't even Photoshop then. At that time. So it was we videotaped martial art moves, and then we just tried to figure out how to make responses, different techniques from it. And the game was always like just growing. The first game was constantly growing. And even like today, I see moves that they put in the present day Mortal Kombat's, like, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And those are actually, some of them are ideas of what we had for the first game.
Wow. But maybe we're limited by technology? Or?
Yeah, limited by technology. Like with the first game, I recall that my brother Carlos and Rich wanted a tag team. Like if you press the button, then all of a sudden there, in some secret way, you'd be fighting two guys at once, like in the kung fu movies. Like the main bad guy. So just different stuff. Like when we were pitching the game, the Midway, we wanted X-rays in it. Besides the blood, we wanted some X-rays, and we got that idea from what's that anime? Fist of the North Star. We got different ideas because I collect comic books. I collected comic books. I'm a geek. Watch anime, and so during this pitch to Midway, we had all these ideas that we wanted to put in the game because we were geeks and we would like to see this in a game. Yeah,
pretty. And I think it blew a lot of us away when it came out because it looked like real people were in the machine fighting. And like when I was a kid, I was mesmerized. I think I was 11, 12 when Mortal Kombat came out and used to play it at the baseball card shop. He had Mortal Kombat 1. And then when Mortal Kombat 2 came out in the baseball card shop, the owner put Mortal Kombat 2 right next to it. And you were in Mortal Kombat 2 as well, correct?
Yeah.
And you played all the same characters you were in Mortal Kombat 1, but who else did you play in Mortal Kombat 2?
I think in Mortal Kombat 2 they made reptiles, added Smoke and Noob Saibot.
Yep, Noob Saibot.
During the first game, there was only going to be one Lin Kuei. And just because of time constraints, John wanted to put in another Lin Kuei because a palette swap would be easy to do. And then when we were shooting, they didn't have names. So after we shot Sub-Zero and Scorpion, John was like, you know what? Can you do some more Lin Kuei for the game? So I did an extra 2 or 3 characters that never ever made it to the game, just in case we needed to add more characters to the game. So that idea transferred, kind of like we were like, oh, now we can do more Lin Kuei. Let's do it in.
Yeah, it was pretty easy just to change the colors on the guys. Yeah. Boom, you have a new character. Change the colors, change the moves. Yeah, that's cool. Now, were there any like concept characters that never made it to a Mortal Kombat game that you know of, like behind the scenes?
Well,
you can tell the stuff.
Well, originally, like I think most of the ones that were created in 1 and 2, I don't know about later, but I know John wanted me to be actually Striker in the first game. And he wanted the same at that time too. When we were before, what happened was the game. When we pitched the game, that game got canceled, and they wanted to do a game with Jean-Claude Van Damme. So I know there's a lot of lines are blurred where people think that it was inspired, but it was kind of like we threw some satire in for Jean-Claude Van Damme. So the character is not actually really completely Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's we wanted it. John wanted it modeled after Daniel Rad from Iron Fist. So the original character was called Michael Grimm, and he was modeled after that. But when Midway decided to think that, we can make more money if we did a beat 'em up game, like Karate Fighter or anything like that, where you go up the levels, that would make more quarters. So they dropped Mortal Kombat and they went to that concept, but that didn't happen. So they kicked it back to us. But Ed really loved Jean-Claude Van Damme. So they basically bribed me with pizza to do Jean-Claude Van Damme moves. I'll do anything for free food because so we threw some Jean-Claude Van Damme moves in there, but it's not completely. That's not how it originated. That just changed later.
So is that how the pizza came into the Turtles? Were you the inspiration for the
I think Turtles just love pizza. I think the second one, I think the first one, because I was in the second one. But, I collected the comic books too. I've been looking for them because I collected the series back in the day. But anyway, I could get bribed with pizza. So, I was like, okay. And, it was, we always had fun with the game.
Remind me when the show's over, I have to send you the deep dish pizza from Chicago for joining our show today as the bride.
Oh, heck yeah!
To get on this little guy's show. Speaking of Braxton, from earlier, guys, Braxton also goes by Arcade Renegade on YouTube, and he's got a funny story here. Tried to follow Master Pesina's nunchuck tutorial and smoked himself square in the face. And let me kind of show you. Let me show you what he's talking about, guys. I love how everything's just. I love it when a plan comes together. Everything I want to talk about, where everyone's hitting it. Perfect transitions, baby. But make sure you guys check out Master Pesina and follow him on Instagram, guys. He does a lot of fantastic tutorials and walkthroughs on how to do certain movesets.
Wow. Yeah, I think we all tried those growing up.
Yeah.
And had ourselves in something.
Yeah, Michelangelo.
Now, see, right around next time you start waving it, that's right when I would honestly hit myself in the dubs, if you know what I'm saying.
Yep, you got caged. You caged yourself.
I would cage myself. So do me a favor, guys. Make sure you follow Master Pesina on Instagram. It's just at Master D Pesina on Instagram. He's got an awesome Instagram. Definitely worth checking out, guys.
Thank you.
No problem, man. Hey, we're here to hype you. So yeah. So speaking of which, guys, let's kind of show you. I got another cool little clip I wanted to show you guys about Johnny Cage. Now, let me find it right here. Who was your favorite character to play as in Mortal Kombat, Detroit Love?
Cage, for sure.
You're a Cage guy. Okay. Master Pesina, you'll have to put earmuffs on. I'm a Liu Kang guy. I say it all the time. I love Liu Kang.
Hey, one of my best friends, so you're all right.
But if you know how to play Johnny Cage like this guy, I might have to rethink my Liu Kang proposition. Check this out, guys.
Johnny Cage wins flawless victory. Fight.
I mean, come on. I mean, double flawless victory, fatality. Holy cow.
And the blood was why all of us wanted to play it, right? You know, it was one of the first games that had blood and the gore.
Yeah. John Tobias wanted, you know, we were thinking ideas to pitch the game to Midway. He wanted it to actually be battle worn. Like you start out regular, and as you go, as the blood increases and your clothes get ripped as the battle progressed. So that whole thing was like, oh yeah, and it's just eventually Ed just added the over the top blood. So yeah, it was cool. It's a good collaboration.
Yeah, and that I mean that blood, you know, like I just like if I play Mortal Kombat without blood mode turned on, like it's just not the same to me. It's like, but I understand how for little kids, probably a good idea to turn it off. I get it.
And Nintendo, I think Nintendo suffered sales loss because of that, right? Later on, they were like, oh, we got to do the blood code because just people are not buying. Everybody's buying Sega.
Right. And speaking of which, guys, I love how all these transitions are working out in our favor today. It's time for trivia, guys. Time to win a $10 Amazon gift card. Carl, help me keep an eye on the chat.
Okay.
So here's the trivia question, folks. The first person to type this in correctly and win a $10 Amazon gift card in the chat, what was the blood code for Mortal Kombat 1 on Sega? And go, type that in the chat. Let's see.
Don't blurt it out.
Yeah. Whoever can get it in there first, you're going to win a $10 Amazon gift card.
Take a little long. I hope you guys are Googling it. I hope you guys are not Googling it.
Yeah, don't Google it, guys. You should know this. While people are typing it in, because there is about a 30-second delay as they type. So Zohar sent us another chat. Zohar, you're killing me. I love you, but you're killing me.
All right. We have Lewis says, is it ABACABB?
ABACABB is the correct answer. Who got it first? I'm showing
Michael.
I'm showing Michael the Game Genie got it first.
Yep, Michael B.
That's who I'm showing, guys. ABACABB. Congratulations, Michael the Game Genie. You win a $10 Amazon gift card.
And also, don't forget to leave your info, and we'll also send you a poster too.
Holy crap, dude! That's awesome.
Yeah,
dude. Posters. That wasn't even planned, guys.
Yeah. Spread a little love. Spread a little love.
Oh, Master Pesina, so excited he came on my broadcast, sir. Detroit Love and I are super, super happy. And of course, oh my God, yes. Now that oh my God, yes is for the Amazon gift card, Michael, not for the signed poster, right?
No. Naturally, because $10 would trump my poster.
Yep. And let's read Zohar's super chat. We had it on the screen. We got to make sure we read these. That's the promise of super chats, as you read them. Zohar says, inducted into the Hall of Fame, to first to use blood fatalities, digitized humans. It started the ESRB system, which is still in use today.
Wow.
That is correct. That is what Mortal Kombat is, folks. Now, let's kind of show you guys, if some of you, I'm sure a lot of us have seen this, but some maybe have not. This is kind of what you guys went through. Let me get the banner turned off. This is what you guys went through when it came to creating this game. So I'm going to play a clip, and then I'd love for you to talk a little bit more about what we're about to see.
What happens is we take each character individually and we videotape them. And we take the videotape, cut out the character, feed it into a computer. And that way, when you play Mortal Kombat, you really are the character and you really are doing moves.
And remember, Mortal Kombat is totally true to life. Or is that death? Ha!
That's pretty funny because that's my voice. I'm just like, holy cow, that's me when I'm younger, not so old, but yeah. So
yeah. Now, guys, the video that's a very old video. The video quality was poor, so yes, it wasn't you guys. That was the video. But yeah, you guys used blue screen back then, not green screen, right? And
actually, with Johnny Cage, we started with a dark gray screen because we didn't. It progressed as it started to. People started to see what was being created. So when Johnny Cage started filming, we just chose a background that was flat, and it was gray. So it was basically in a storage room against a gray wall. So then as we started creating the game, like when Kano came in, all of a sudden they painted it a lighter gray, and we had all these markings that I helped develop, like myself, John, mainly, and then Ed's contribution was more like the distancing and able to use the action, able to program the action so it would look real. Right. So everybody had their compartment, and the first game, John was the lead, and then Ed and I would kind of fit in to try to get physically create the movements. So as the game progressed and people started seeing what we're doing, things just started adding. Like when I first shot Cage, there was only overhead lighting. So by the time we shot the last character, which was Liu Kang, we had a really nice lit area, more directional lines, and just more ideas of how to create the game.
Yeah. And on that particular shot where you were doing the the kick on the video I just played, you were sitting on the floor right there, right? Is that how that looked?
Actually, that was your guy. That was Liu Kang. But what happened was when we were first experimenting with the jump kick, I would jump up and do a kick, and then John would be like, "Oh, you have to not jump so high because the top of your head gets darker because you're going up against the light, and then it just makes this part a little bit darker. So try to jump lower." So I'm trying to jump low and do the side kick, and John is like, "Can you hold out the kick longer? Because otherwise." When we shot it, we used John's dad's, the family video camera owned by Tobias. It wasn't like a professional camera. It still wasn't cheap. It was a high 8, but it wasn't actually like a production type camera. It was from somebody's house. It was from John's house. So when we filmed stuff, we had to film stuff slow so that way it wouldn't be grainy. So so eventually, just from jumping, John was like, "Hold the kick," and I was like, "Dude, you want me to float?" And he's like, "But we need a clean image." And so I was just like, "Man, can we do?" In a corner, I actually saw like a staircase, fake staircase they use for a different game, I guess. And so I was like, "Well, since we're only using images, what happens if I jump? You catch that image." And then I sit on the box, and then I throw the kick, and then basically it was like John was just like, well, he was like, we could use a chair, and I was like, no, because if you use a chair, it will look like you're sitting in a chair throwing a kick. But if you get those staircase where you have to balance, when you balance your body, there's a certain physical representation that transfers to people watching. So it doesn't look like you're sitting in a chair. It would actually look like you're jumping because you got to hold your body like in a erect and in a good posture. It doesn't look like you're sitting in a chair. So anyway, we started using that to do the jumps just because of and again, just because the lighting and the need to get the image as clean as possible. I hope that makes sense.
No, it did. And I really, really appreciate you sharing this stuff with us. This is fantastic. I'm sure everyone watching is really enjoying hearing this stuff. So from start to finish, how long did it take to create that first Mortal Kombat arcade game? Was this a year-long project?
Eight or 9 months.
8 or 9 months.
8 or 9 months, but to give you a thing, like we would always be reshooting. Like we after Johnny Cage, when we brought in Kano, Rich created some moves, and then we had to bring Johnny Cage back in to make either some kind of reaction to the move or to add to the list of movements we would do. So after that we went to Raiden, and the same thing. It was kept on just growing forever. So it basically was Cage, then Kano, then Raiden, then the Lin Kuei, because at the time there weren't. What happened was John wanted the Japanese ninjas, but in order to get me to work cheap, he was like, "Any idea you have, I'll put in the game." So I told him, "John, we got to change the Japanese ninjas into Lin Kuei." And he's like, "What's Lin Kuei?" So I told him what that's about, and I showed him the book, and then he bought the book. So anyway, basically the Lin Kuei idea was my idea, and the way because they look very different than the Japanese ninjas. So that look, I wanted that look in the game. So John was like, "Okay, we'll put that in the game." So after we shot the Lin Kuei, then it went to Sonya, and then it went to Liu Kang. And Liu Kang, I remember Hosung, Liu Kang wanted to go last because he wanted to see what everybody else was doing and then try to one-up them. So each character in the list was trying to create a better move than the last character. So it was just one constant stream of somebody trying to one-up the other character.
Wow, that sounds like a lot of fun. Like you guys had a really good time doing this, you know. Yeah. Detroit Love, what else do you have for Mr. Pesina while I get our next segment set up here?
Well, I'm interested in the Bloodstorm. Where'd that come from?
Bloodstorm. When we were doing MK2, one of the background artists, Leaf, I forget his last name. Leaf was helping with the background art, and then he got a job at a different company. So I got a call from John Tobias. He's like, "Hey, remember Leaf?" And I was like, "Oh, kind of," because he would always come in and watch you film. Because again, I was in. I think I missed one day of Raiden in the first game, but in the other game, I was there for every character to help create the body movements and come up with the fatalities. Right. So a lot of the fatalities are I came up with in general. And then naturally, when you heard the idea, as far as MK1 or 2, we would grow that idea. Somebody would add a comment. Now I'm getting off track, but one example is John in the first game wanted me to blow fire for Scorpion's fatality. So I told John, I'm not going to do that. And John is like, "Why?" And then I said, "Because if I blow fire, my mask will be on fire." and then John is just like, "Well, don't be a jerk." But he really used the a-hole word. He goes, "Don't be an a-hole. You're goofing around. Don't be an a-hole. Pull the mask down." And then Rich DeVizio was like, "Oh, what if he pulls the mask off and he's a skeleton?" And for Rich, skeleton is the most scary thing. Like when we were growing up watching horror movies, he wouldn't be afraid of anything, but he was afraid of skeletons. So that was the scariest thing to him. So that's why Scorpion is a skeleton for his fatality. So that is the general idea of that stuff. Hopefully I didn't go too far off course.
No. And I feel like a kid, like on the carpet, it's story time. Take it away, sir. Take it away. We really appreciate hearing this stuff. Now, I got good news, guys. We got our first caller. Let's bring him on. Hey, look, it is the Rexer Show. Rex, can you hear us?
Hey guys, how you doing, man? Just playing my game, practicing my shadow kicks here, man. Johnny, how you doing, Master Pesina?
Pretty good. So you're having fun out there?
Oh yeah. Hey, my question for you is a little bit about acting, and we all watched the Mortal Kombat movie. It kind of stunk when it came out, and they casted I forget his name, Lindsay or something like that. Did you have a chance to audition for that movie? Because I think it would have been better with you in it instead of who they had playing Johnny Cage.
Actually, we met and gave some ideas for the movie with the producer of the movie, Kazanoff. I think myself, and if you look on YouTube, you'll see an old footage of myself fighting Kung Lao, Tony, and I think Rich, Kano, and my brother Carlos are somewhere in there too. But actually, that choreography was something that Kazanoff requested us to do. So we thought that we might be able to do that. But again, I think that the guys who did the movie, who acted like us, are great. Anybody who does that thing is awesome. But I think that in the end, the budget. If they would have asked us, we would have asked for a lot more money than they were willing to spend.
Now, if you guys don't know, Rex also have a YouTube channel. It's called The Rexer Show. Make sure you guys check it out and hit subscribe. And Rex is a huge Mortal Kombat fan. The logo for his channel is Mortal Kombat themed, and he's a good friend of mine. So I'm so happy you called in, buddy.
Thanks, Rex.
Take care, guys.
Later. That was really cool, guys, and look how much fun that can be. So yes, I put the link in the chat. If you want to call in and talk to Master Pesina, by all means, click that link, and we will we'll get you on the show. Now, while we're waiting for our next person to call in, be brave, guys. This is a safe place. Master Pesina is not going to roundhouse kick you in the face. It's gonna be okay.
No nut punch.
Yeah, no nut punch. So while we're doing that, we're going to do our next giveaway. That's right. We're going to do another $10 Amazon gift card. Get your fingers ready. Get them on that keyboard. And let's get this giveaway set up. Okay, guys, where is it? Okay. We talked about the blood code earlier. We asked you what the blood code was. Everyone, we got a lot of good responses. Now, if you entered the blood code correctly, the game would play a sound effect. What was that sound effect, guys? The first person to type that in the chat is going to win a $10 Amazon gift card from good old PDubs. Throw it in there. Let's see. Keep your eyes on the chat. Carl, help me so I don't miss it.
That's a hard one.
Luis Chambers is our winner. You would hear Scorpion go, "Get over here," and the words would turn red if you entered the blood code correctly. The word, you would have to enter it at the Code of Honor screen at the beginning of the game, and then the words would turn red, and then you would hear Scorpion go, "Get over here." So Luis Chambers, my friend, you have won a $10 Amazon gift card. Thanks for being fast on the keyboard.
And then naturally, I will match it with another poster for Luis. So you're going to get another poster. Make sure you leave your info. I'll be getting it and sending it out sometime next week. Well, after Monday or Tuesday. But anyway, yeah. But here's a little thing. Like Kano actually coined the phrase "get over here." Like when we were thinking of special moves, and I was like, I used to compete. I competed in martial arts, and one of the weapons I compete with was called a rope dart. And the rope dart is used to pull horsemen off their horses. So it's a long rope with a big dart knife at the end, sharp knife. So you would wrap it around your body to get centrifugal force, and then you'd shoot it out and pull the guy off that. So when I was actually filming that, Rich DeVizio, Kano, yelled, "Get over here!" And then he did an uppercut, and we all laughed. but I think Ed liked it so much he put it in the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That was one of the most iconic thing about the game too. Everybody loved that. You try hard to get that to execute.
Yeah, yeah. And again, at that time, I'm thankful for Tobias for letting me be part of the game and creating some of this stuff and collaborating on other things. But when when we were on the set, he would always do whatever was like best for the game. So if Rich came up with an idea, or my brother Carlos, or even Sonia. Sonia is the one who suggested a friendship. She was like a hippie, and she didn't want to do a fatality. She wanted to give them a flower. She's like, "Can I give them a flower and just be friends?" And we all laughed. But then in number 2, we have a friendship, and so Sonia,
Friendship.
yeah. So it's pretty funny.
I didn't like the friendships. I did like the animalities, though. I love the animalities. So, but that was later on down the road, of course. Now we have another caller waiting. We're going to have him join, but before he joins, Zohar's got a quick question for you. Daniel, do you still have the original clothes for your Mortal Kombat scenes that you filmed back in the days?
I recently handed off, last year, I handed off the actually sash, a kung fu sash. We were so low budget that a lot of the stuff that we used actually came from our own home.
Mm-hmm.
So I used an old kung fu sash for Scorpion's mask. So I no longer have that, but I have Johnny Cage's red sash and shoes from the very first day of filming. So that's for me, that's the grail of Mortal Kombat, because that is the first thing of Mortal Kombat, the first anything. I mean, you have even the videotapes. We would save money by filming over videotapes to, if we didn't like a move or something like that, we would backtrack it, erase it, and film over that to save money and time, to not have so much material for the game. So even like the videotapes you see now is not really, it's the original, but it's the original 60 hours later original. There's 60 hours that is gone. But in answer to your question, I still have Johnny Cage's shoes and sash.
Yeah, and it is my birthday if you're willing to part with those.
There you go.
Master Pesina. I'll give you my address after the show. Okay, we got our next call-in guy. We got Angel, another good friend of mine from Disability Upgrades, the Marquee Master. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey.
Hey, how you doing, Master Pesina? I'm a big fan, I have to say. I got a statement and a question. My first statement is I want to thank you for everything you contributed to the game. I mean, being disabled, being your character, it helps people like us get away from reality and just have some fun and do some moves that we wish we could do. But with your character, I enjoyed every moment of it.
Thank you.
I have to say, I thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. My question is to you: how do you feel Johnny Cage has evolved in some of the newer games, like some of the 3D stuff? I mean, he's a big part of Mortal Kombat X and XL. Like, his storyline is so big in that game. How do you feel he's evolved in some of the newer games?
For the newer games, I think he's a little too goofy sometimes.
Right.
But overall, it's it's when you create something and it keeps going, you have to add to that creation. And the good thing about us as creating, even we create YouTube channels. I create I have my own martial arts school, and other people are drawing, and all this creation. When somebody adds to it, it's nothing but love. They do it for love. So though some of the stuff I don't agree with, it's good. It's got to grow. It's got to change. Creation is growth, and so the storyline, I think, is kind of good, because as you get older, you get like that. He has a daughter. He had a different life. All of us grow as we get older. So it's not bad.
Do you play some of the newer stuff?
I haven't played proper video games in about 2 years. I was waiting for the new Sony to come out, because I really want to play Last of Us. I played a little bit of the remake of Resident Evil, and I want to buy that and play that all the way through. So I was hoping that this virus doesn't hold up my opportunity to buy a new game system.
Oh, man.
So yeah, so I will be going back to playing games hopefully by December. But and two, I like more of the first person shooters, or rather than the fighting games, because for me the fighting games, being a martial art master, it has a lot of room to evolve, and I don't think that even when I watch movies, even though I enjoy all the movies, the fighting has not evolved. It's been the same for like 20 years,
Right.
and there's room for that to grow.
All right. My last final question before I go. What is your degree in belt?
My highest degree is like I got the title master, not only because I learned a whole complete system. It's an old school master. So more than one other master from mainland China recognized that I have a mind-body connection.
Right.
So when you have a mind-body connection, and which basically means your body is running as efficiently as it can run. So even though you can spot it in other people, it might look a little different, but you could tell that, oh, your body is running 100%. When you throw a punch, you can throw a punch technically correct for you to do 100% of your blow into an opponent.
Nice.
So it's kind of like, so when I achieved that level of martial art mind and body connection, they awarded me with the title master. So it's like an old school master.
And
you've
earned it.
Thank you. You know, now if you learn a whole system, you're considered a master. Or if you have like 10 schools, you're a master. But in the old days, you had to have that mind-body connection to get it. But it's cool. Thank you
so much. You motivated me for so much, man. I so many years. I love your game.
Thank you, Angel.
All right. Take it easy. Thanks a lot, P-Dubs. Happy birthday, buddy.
Hey, thanks, man. Talk to you soon.
Take it easy.
And we got don't forget another poster for Angel.
Oh, look at that. Posters. That's crazy. So everyone wants Zohar to call in. And it's gotta be can I not be no Zohar.
Oh, get over here.
Get over here. We want to see Zohar.
Yeah.
You're
brother.
He's a handsome young man. There's nothing to be embarrassed of. Get your butt on the screen. I put my ugly mug on, 6 videos a week lately I'm dropping. So, if I can do it, you can do it.
While you're wrestling with that, Master, tell me about Tattoo Assassins, because a lot of people didn't know about that, and you can see the resemblance when you stumble across that.
Yeah, Tattoos Assassins, as I recall, was Ho-Sung Liu Kang wanted to venture into like game making and being a producer for movies. So he wanted to be a game producer and a movie producer, and that's one of the things he started reaching out to different companies and stuff like that for help on or creating other games. So we got a chance to collaborate a little bit on a lot of stuff that didn't come out at the time, because again, when we were coming out, there was that big fight, and in the end only Nintendo and Sony basically survived. All the little companies, I did some work for Jaguar, they got crunched, so a lot of the other companies fell during that time.
Oh, wait, guys, it's happening. It's happening right now. Zohar, what the heck? Where are you, buddy?
Hey, I didn't want to be on video because I look terrible.
Come on, man. People want to see the Zohar.
Yeah.
I wanted to show off Master Pesina, the AKA Jesus and the Messiah, all my stuff and my cabinet and stuff. Anyway, actually, I did have a question regarding this artwork. When I was like, I don't know, 13, 14 years old, I ditched all of 7th and 8th grade just to play this game. And this game was next to another cabinet. I don't know if you know about it. It was called Street Fighter 2, some like crappy game, whatever. Anyway, I saw this face. I was like, what the hell is that? That can't be in a game. That's like too scary. Like, what are they doing? And for the first time I saw blood, and I thought, wait a second, there's blood in this game? And then I saw the first fatality, the head coming off. I'm like, all right, that's it. There goes my whole 7th and 8th grade. I'm not, you know what I mean? So my question, and thank you, Master Pesina, for this artwork is ingrained in my head like forever. I love it. My question is, how did they choose? Did they have other characters that they chose to do the artwork, or were you in mind like first?
Yeah.
Like, how did that work?
Yeah.
What was that process?
As I recall, there was other designs for the cabinet art, but then John came up to me and he's like, "Man, you helped me so much with this game. I couldn't do it without you. I want to put you on the side of the game." And so Paul was doing the art, and John was directing him, giving him ideas to put on the to make on the side. And he's like, "Hey, I want my friend on the side of the cabinet." He was, he's the first character in Mortal Kombat. We created him with him, basically, and I want him on the side. So I got like a day's notice. I was like, he called me up and he's like, "Hey, thanks for doing this for me. I want to put you on the side of the game as like a reward." Because we didn't get paid a lot to do it. So he was like, "Can you come in tomorrow, because we're going to take pictures of you to put on the side of the game." So it was an honor and it was a reward. So I really appreciate John doing that.
Zohar, I'm giving you your chance. You got anything else for Master Pesina?
Get over here.
I'm sweating right now. I can barely breathe, man. It's all good, dude. I obviously can't even show my face because I'm so like excited. But anyway, thank you for everything you've done, man. This totally, it's a ridiculous game, man. It's ridiculous.
Well, yeah. Well, thanks for
the first one is the best.
Yeah, thanks for enjoying our work and the fun, and just for supporting us and our creative concept. Again, it wouldn't be that popular if it wasn't for the fans. Really appreciating, and they're all down there.
I pray to this poster every night.
He prays to the poster.
All right, man. Thank you, Dubs, for making it possible too.
No problem, Zohar. Now, Zohar, it's a good thing you jumped off with you did. We don't want Retro Ralph to get jealous you hanging out in the loft. Anyway, guys, let's make Daniel. We're gonna get Zohar a poster. Absolutely, right?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
It was the first one. It was the first through one too. I think we have four or five, and again, you guys could review the tape, and like I said, shoot me their addresses and I'll send them out, or I can send them all to you if you want to just, just do it that way. However we can get it done, let's get it done.
Now, I got a couple quick questions, and while I'm asking him these questions, guys, be brave. Click that link. Call in. This is your chance to talk to Master Pesina. And if Zohar can do it, you guys can do it. Don't be shy. Master Pesina, do you have any of the arcade 1-up, the actual arcade machines in your home?
I do not.
No.
I got one actually when I was doing a convention in Windsor, Canada. I got an arcade. Yeah, exactly. Right across from Detroit. I got a cabinet, but it never. It didn't make it home. I didn't have enough room to bring it home. And then I went to Costco. I went to Costco to buy one, and the only one they had was like damaged. And so I was like, so I will eventually get one.
So you're thinking about getting one of these arcade 1-up Mortal Kombat machines? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because Rich DeVizio, Kano, always teases me because he went out and bought one. So he's just like, "Hey, I have one and you don't have one." So it's pretty funny. It's an ongoing joke, But yeah, I'm definitely going to get one.
Yeah, if they ever, I don't know if that Costco bundle was a limited. I think it was a limited bundle. I don't know if we're going to see that again. But that one came with a better screen, a light up marquee. If you can get your hands on the Costco one, you can.
But stool came with as well.
Oh, and you got a stool with it as well.
Cool. Yeah.
What are your thoughts about companies like Arcade 1-up and all these other companies that are making even like Basic Fun makes a mini Mortal Kombat machine here? It's been 30 days later. Little handheld thing. It's a toy, but still. What are your thoughts about these companies? I think
it's really, really good. I think they can do it because a lot of, even now, back in the day when we first made it, one of the things was like when we were making 200, I kept on teasing John and Ed that they were going to make 201 arcade cabinets, and they were going to give one to me. And so they were like, "No, we're only making 200s. You know how expensive they are back then? They were like or $5,000.
Yeah, yeah.
So even now, if you're going to get an arcade cabinet, one, it's the size is huge. Two, you're going to pay $2,000, maybe $1,000. And I think that the 1-Up gives you room to buy the cabinet where it's a little more manageable, and whoever you're living with is not hollering at you that you're taking up too much space with your collection, because I'm sure that we all get that.
Absolutely.
You don't need another toy, you know. But anyway, so, and two, you know, with the way they make it, they could be modified to make it very, very personal, to make others create, you know, just like we created a game and we have more characters, other people can take these 1-Ups and create different kits for it. And that's really, really cool. Like that, you know, first time I saw the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles add-on, I was just like, holy crap. That's just like, man, that's like a dream.
Yeah. Yeah. And Troy Love, I have another giveaway I want to do, but before we do that giveaway, we're also waiting for another brave person to hit that button and call in and talk to Master Pesina. What else did you have for Mr. Pesina, Carl, while I get the giveaway set up?
Now, I've always been fascinated by the fatality moves. I can never execute any of them on purpose. If I did it, it was a pure accident. I'm just curious, which one is your favorite fatality move?
Actually, my favorite fatality is, and maybe it's because I created it, but I created Sonya's Kiss of Death.
Okay, yeah.
So I really like Sonya's Kiss of Death, even though I also created Katana and Melina's, again, because I was there with everyone. I kind of got to like, okay, we come up with an idea, and I would come up with the idea, and we would kind of grow it or kind of get a vision of the idea. But my favorite is Sonya's.
Okay. That's awesome. Hey guys, we got the Tuggle Arcade. Shady Tugs in the house. What's up, Shane?
Hey guys, thanks for doing this. This is awesome.
Thank you.
Really great to have Tina with us. Enjoying my MK cabinet.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do you have any questions or any comments or anything for Mr. Pesina, Shane?
Man, nothing specific. I was just so excited that you guys were doing this. Thank you so much.
No,
we've been in this quarantine time. We've been really appreciating all you guys, all you streamers. You know, trying to keep us entertained and do what's good for the community.
That's what we're doing. Ain't that right, Carl?
Absolutely.
You also got a Rampage, right? What else do I see back there?
I've got the whole collection. I only turned on the one for you because I hadn't powered them up yet. It's lit with Angel's marquee. Mr. Angel, our earlier guest, he makes masterful marquees, but I've got the whole collection. Street Fighter, a bunch of them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, Master Pesina, we can get my buddy Shane a side poster as well, correct?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. That is going to be the coolest thing. You can see I do try to decorate my arcade with some posters. This one will probably have to be replaced with, a better one.
Oh, wow.
I'll look around. I might have another.
Oh, hang on. We had some feedback there. Okay. Shane, we got other callers calling in. We'll get you your poster. Appreciate you so much, my friend, and I'm sure I'll see you on the Facebook
thanks for hosting, PDubs. Happy birthday again, man.
Thanks,
and you
man.
guys have a great day.
You too.
You too, Shane.
You too, buddy. Hey, first time ever. Mad Dad's Gaming finally is calling into the Loft Report. I've been telling this guy to call in, and he's finally doing it. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, what's up, y'all? What's up?
Hey.
What's up, Mr. Pesina? How you doing? What's up, Detroit Love? All y'all. What's up?
Pretty good. You got it extended. You have the extended.
Yeah, so I went ahead and put I'm here for you, man. Because, like I said, that was my first game when I was about, I would say, I'm 41. So at about, I would say, I think I was probably like 13, 12, something like that. And they had like a shopping save. It was a grocery store. I had to ride my bike. After I got off school, man, I rode my bike over there and just went ahead and put them quarters in, man, and I kept playing and kept playing and kept playing. So I ain't have no money, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I wanted to say thank you because, like I said, that game is just, that got me into actually gaming. Because I'm a role-playing gamer and stuff like that, but it got me into gaming and everything else. So I wanted to appreciate, thanks PDubs for actually putting them on. I appreciate you, Matt Pesina, and Detroit Love, y'all. I appreciate y'all. And But this is the Mortal Kombat one here. I don't know if y'all can see it because it's kind of like. So I went ahead and put. I know it's not the same joysticks. I know I cut this wrong, by the way. So when I did this, I was cutting some control panels for my clients, and I just kept cutting. And I did the Street Fighter ones and forgot that I needed to two for the Mortal Kombat in the front, and that's basically what happened on that. And I went ahead and cut this whole, as you can see, it's the actual replica of the actual main Mortal Kombat system. So I wanted to cut like that, so I actually cut it just like that. And then down at the bottom, I have the
is he still there?
I don't know if y'all can see that, but can y'all see it?
That's cool.
But that's
the gloves on it.
I know I ain't trying to take up from anybody else, but let me go ahead. I don't want to take nobody else up, but I appreciate you, Peter.
No problem.
One of the biggest Mortal Kombat fans. What's up, Peter? I'm Sub-Zero all the way. So.
We're gonna send him a poster too.
Yeah. After the show, guys.
Yeah.
Of course. And make sure you guys subscribe to Mad Dad's Gaming on YouTube. Thanks so much, my friend. We got Braxton coming online here, guys. Don't worry, guys. I'm keeping track. I'm taking notes. Everyone who's getting a poster, you're going to get your poster. I'll send everything to Master Pesina when the show is over. And this is the guy that made this episode happen. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, bro.
Those are the posters he is talking about, if you can see them.
Yeah. Hold it nice and slow so we can see. Oh,
yeah.
Reptile, Cage.
Awesome.
There's that bad boy.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Fantastic. So those are the posters that you're going to sign and send out to folks. Is that what he's saying? Those are the exact ones.
Yeah. So those, and I have others. So I just kind of mix and match. I just mix them up and see. Just pick. It's like picking something out of a hat. So that poster, it's about that. So everybody knows it. They're about 11 by 17.
Okay. Right. Now I have one more giveaway. Oh, go ahead, my friend.
Those posters are actually what started our friendship. I walked into the Louisville arcade and I saw him and I about hit the floor.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, going to these events really gets us connected with, as far as me, getting to meet people that I would never really meet live, because of because of distance. I'm here in Chicago, like Ben just said, got a chance to go to Kentucky, hang out with them, just meet people. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. So you go to a lot of these conventions, like these.
I was doing a lot of conventions. I'm actually really popular in South America. I've been all the way to the tip of South America, where you look out and you see Antarctica.
Wow.
So yeah, I've been there, and then hopefully this year I'll go to Scotland. They have a big MK crowd in Scotland, so I'll go to an event out there, hopefully.
Okay. Braxton, you got anything else? Thank you so much for hooking me up with Master Pesina. We got another guest waiting to come on.
I just want you to remind everybody that we got some cool products in the works, and stay tuned.
Yep.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned to the Arcade Renegade, guys. Thanks so much, my friend.
Thank you, Daniel.
Okay.
Thank you. It's Sean Powers. What's up, buddy?
Hey, Sean.
What's going on? I just wanted to give a quick shout out to Master Pesina to say thank you for all the wonderful memories that you have made for me and my younger sister growing up playing the games every day. Oh. And I went out one day. I have about 13 one-up cabs. And I went out one day and I said, I need to get that Mortal Kombat, because it just brought back memories of my sister and I playing on the couch, and it sits right there, right next to me every day. So thank you very much, sir.
Did she beat your butt? Did your sister beat you?
Yeah, she beat me every time.
So she's your older sister then, right? She's your older sister. Because usually it wins.
All right, sir. I'll keep it short and sweet. Thank you very much.
Sean. We got We're going to add you onto the list.
Oh yeah, he's going to be on
Thank
there.
you very much.
Yep. Yep. We will get you a list after the show. Everyone's getting posters, but some other people are also getting Amazon gift cards, guys. It's time for my final Amazon gift card challenge. Get those fingers ready. Get them on the keyboard, guys. See if you can answer PDubs trivia. And this is going to be quick. I know the answers are going to fly in, Carl, so I'm going to need your help making sure we find the right guy. How do you complete Johnny Cage's fatality in MK1? What is the moves, guys? What do you have to press to knock that head off? Go. Put it in the chat. First person, $10 Amazon gift card. How do you do it? What's the move combination? And I can't wait. This is so exciting.
Zohar said, our high punch.
Up, here we go. We'll take this from Boltzilla. Forward. High punch. We'll take that. So Boltzilla, you win a $10 Amazon gift card, and
we're throwing in another poster.
We're throwing in posters, baby.
Yeah.
Woo! Fantastic. All right. So I will contact everyone after the show. Don't worry, I got a list here. Super fantastic. And we have another call-in, Master Pesina. Let's see who we got on the line. It's the Arizona Arcade Heroes. What's up, man?
Greetings, Master Pesina. I knew you were out there somewhere. I will find you.
That's awesome. Did you make that?
What's up, Master Pesina? How you doing?
Pretty good. Is that your quarantine mask? You go.
This is that's my quarantine mask. I have a scorpion. I hooked up Retro Ralph, I think, with the Sub-Zero. So we love Mortal Kombat. But I just wanted to say thanks for doing this, you guys. I've been watching this while I mod a Ninja Turtles cabinet. And Master Pesina, I just picked up the Mortal Kombat cabinet, as lucky as I was, on clearance for $50. And I am not going to touch that thing. It is awesome. I love playing it. My kids love playing it. And I used to pack up my Sega Genesis in my backpack and ride about 5 miles to go play Mortal Kombat all day with my friends.
Oh, that's
back
awesome.
in the early 90s. So thank you for bringing that game to life and for having it be one of the best games ever made. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Appreciate your support.
Hey, no problem. Hey, we want to see a Zoom chat with all of you guys. What's it going to take to make that happen?
Zoom chat with who?
With all the combat characters, man. We need everybody in there.
Yeah, like they did the Goonies recently, and
I saw that. That's what made me think that actually.
Yeah.
The Goonies one.
It might. Yeah. For some, it might be possible. But for everyone, I don't know, because really quick, an example is Sonia is actually a nurse, a hospice nurse. So her time to do stuff is now very, very limited.
Right.
Wow.
But we could probably arrange to get like 3 or 4 guys on here.
Hey, I mean, you can have Shiva call all of them at the same time.
Right? Hold on.
Hey, thanks a lot, you guys.
Thanks so much, my friend.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Another poster.
Yeah, we'll make sure he gets his poster. Make sure you reach out to me after the show if I don't reach out to you. Huh?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, guys. Now, what if hold on a second. I need to call back. Oh, okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, Mad Dad's Gaming wants to call back in. So yeah, click that link. It's the same link, or anyone else. I'm going to copy it here. We'll hang on for just a little bit longer. We know, Master Pesina, you probably have a long day ahead of you, right? Or are you just chilling?
Laundry day now.
Laundry day. Oh no.
Yeah, I had lessons online. Taught martial arts online this morning, and now it's get the laundry done. Get it done.
Now, typically, I tend to keep my shows around like an hour. I usually don't do a lot of call-ins. I just try to share the chat and all that kind of stuff. But I knew the fans of yours wanted to speak to you, and I think this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, this is good. This is awesome. I can see the interaction.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's great
technology.
Yeah, and let's see here. We're waiting on Mad Dads to call back in, or anyone else. Before we pull the plug, if you want to call in, last chance to talk to Master Pesina, get yourself an autographed poster, and all that kind of stuff. And Carl, what else do you got for Master Pesina today?
It's funny. They're saying I'm so chill, but yeah, I'm just soaking this up. I'm soaking it up, man. It's just awesome.
Right, we're just hanging out.
And we love it. And I'm so chill, but yeah, I'm just soaking this up. I'm soaking it up, man. It's just awesome.
Oh,
hanging out.
Oh, you got to mute that for us, Mad Dads. You're back on.
Oh, I'm back. I'm back.
Yep.
I had to go to my computer now. Better camera. You know what I mean?
Oh, you got to mute that for us, Mad Dads. You're back on. Yeah, we got an echo. Oh, now we're not going to hear him at all. Let's see.
Shit, he needs to mute the YouTube video.
Yeah, mute the YouTube video, but we'll be able to hear you. Okay, while he's working on that, guys. So
what about now?
Hello, test.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
You're good. Go ahead, my friend.
All right. So remember what I was telling you before, man. So I want to do this for y'all. Y'all to everybody basically in here. Like I told you, I cut my control panel wrong, right?
Right.
So I wanted to do this for y'all. So here it is, man. This is what I was supposed to have. See?
Okay.
Yeah. So I want you to give it to somebody, and I will ship it to them. So make something like this because it's just sitting in there. It's sitting in there, and it's a little extended, as you can see. It's not a regular control panel, because I had it on my other one. But I wanted to give this to you.
That's cool.
We are talking about Mortal Kombat, so I actually had the bottom piece too. I got to try to find that. But if I find it, I still want to send that too. So if you want to give this away, you can, and I appreciate it if you want to do that. All right. So since we are talking about Mortal Kombat, so that's what I wanted to tell you. I forgot to say it earlier.
It's okay. So you want to give that away to somebody in the chat right now. What do they have to do to get that?
They can contact you, whoever wins. If you want to actually say something and make a little contest for them, if you want to do that, you can. It's up to you. I'm just telling you. Yeah. I'm giving this to you, and then you can give it up. It's up to you. Whoever you want, what you want to do.
That's awesome.
Well, that's awesome of you, my friend.
And not old. Okay, now.
That'll look cool. That'll look cool on a Arcade 1-Up modified cabinet. Carl, you got any pop trivia questions off the top of your head?
Appreciate y'all.
I'll let you pick one. I came up with the first three.
Put some pressure on me, huh?
No pressure. We'll let you think about it. All right, guys. So look at that. Now we're giving away control panel vinyl graphics. Oh my God. This show is madness. Madness, baby. And we love it. We're having a blast here. Master Pesina, let me ask you something. How long do you think it would take me with no martial arts experience whatsoever to become good with the nunchucks? I mean, that's my favorite martial arts weapon. My favorite quote in Ninja Turtles is when Michelangelo goes, fellow chucker, eh? That's like my favorite scene in the whole movie. How long do you think it takes to master the nunchucks?
Actually, to get it just depends how much free time you have. So again, you spend 10, 20 minutes, you can get pretty proficient. But naturally, if you want to extend your mastery of it, it has to be for longer. But two, you can extend it over a longer period of time. Meaning, like generally for a traditional martial arts, if you do it for 6 or 7 months, you have solid basics. So in the old days, it took you about 6 years to become a black belt, just because of the way the martial arts was geared towards at that time. So with the nunchucks, maybe you could probably get really, really good in about a year.
A year? Okay.
Yeah, which is really not that bad if you think of over length of how, like, if you thought like, oh, how much do I need? How many years does it take me to become a rock star with a guitar? No, that's like that particular skill would take you, your whole life.
Yeah.
But I think nunchucks about a year.
Nunchucks about a year, and I could, if I consistently do it daily, practice.
10, 20 minutes a day. You can get it.
Love it. All right. Watch out, guys. Mark your calendars. 1 year from now, PDubs, master the nunchucks. It's going to happen, my friends. It's going to happen. Carl, you ready for that trivia question?
I just put the question out there. Which studio does Master Pesina still work with?
Oh, which studio does Master Pesina work with, guys? Win the Mad Dads Gaming vinyl graphic for an Arcade 1-Up machine.
We need the little clock music going on.
Yeah, do. And a lot of people do not have confidence in me that I'm going to master these nunchucks. I'm going to shoot.
You shoot your eye out, kid.
Do we have the right answer in the chat, Carl?
I don't see any responses yet.
We got Zohar, Jerry.
So it's going to take a.
Want to make sure we do this one.
Yeah, they got to look. Everybody's on Google right now.
They're Google. What studio does he work for? Which one? Is that the one, Carl?
I don't see any responses yet.
On the screen, I shared Zohar.
Oh.
Is that the one?
Yes.
There you go.
Actually, technically, I don't work for them, but my brother works for them now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the other Pesina. But yeah, we could still give it to him.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, so there you go, Zohar. Now you have, for that Mortal Kombat, now you're going to have a different control deck vinyl to stick on that as well. A poster to hang above it, autographed by Master Pesina. And I think he also won a $10 Amazon gift card, didn't he?
Yeah.
So, man, this is like Christmas for Zohar. So that's fantastic, guys. Man, I got to tell you guys, this has been a blast. I really have had a lot of fun. It's been really fun to get to know you, Master Pesina. I was a little intimidated. I was like, this is a big star. He's coming on my show, but you're just so awesome to talk to.
I'm just a geek like everyone else out there, you know,
and I really appreciate it. Now, as always, we're pushing an hour and a half, guys. So we're going to have to cut the show. But for Master Pesina, where can people find you? This is the point where you get to hype your social media, what you're working on, what you got in the hopper. Let's go for it. Where can they find you? What do you got?
Like if on Facebook, it's Master Pesina. On Instagram, it's Master D Pesina. And on Twitter, it's Master Pesina. So Facebook and Instagram are probably the best. Twitter, I only check maybe like once every other day or anything like that for that. But, still heavily into the martial arts. I'm kicking around ideas to do a new retro game and to work on so
hold on. We're not cutting the show. Talk about it.
Actually, that's probably as much as I can say right now.
Okay.
Oh, come on,
well,
man.
you have to come back and debut it on the.
Naturally, yeah. But trying to push forward with stuff. Thanks to like One Up, the retro scene is really, really big. So I think there's room to do another fighting game and maybe have it focus more on naturally it's a fighting game, so it'll have fatalities and blood and stuff like that. But there's room to grow the martial art techniques in the game, and that's what hopefully we'll get to.
I got goosebumps. Goosies. I got goosebumps again. I can't wait, guys. I can't wait. Carl, where can people find you?
On YouTube, Facebook, Real Detroit Love.
Real Detroit Love. And as always, guys, I'm Patrick, your good old host, PDubs. Do us a favor. Make sure you subscribe to Carl and myself. Links are below. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. After the show, I'll add all the links for Master Pesina for his Instagram and Twitter and all that kind of stuff. And we'll be talking to you guys next week. Master Pesina, hang on so we can talk to you off air and say our farewells and our thanks. And for all of you, appreciate you hanging out upstairs with us. Carl, you know what to say.
And until next time, I'll see you on the web.
Woo, that was
pretty good. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun.